There has been unprecedented pressure on the national carrier Kenya Airways to suspend its flights to West Africa, where the deadly Ebola virus has so far claimed the lives of close to 1,000 people. The latest to intensify the calls was the Kenya Medical Association, which through its chairman Dr. Eli Nyaim called on Kenya Airways to immediately suspend its flights to West African countries over the Ebola outbreak.
Start with ourselves and then spread it to those other people. And that's where we are talking about very strong screening measures. Because, I mean, if you want to extend that argument, that because Ethiopian Airways are doing it, it appears like we are doing it for the commercial reason rather than caring about the public good.
But in a quick rejoinder, Kenya Airways dismissed such calls, saying there was adequate surveillance in affected countries. Hence, such calls are unwarranted.
We are equally also dependent on the surveillance in those countries. And from what we have seen, having sent our own team there, we feel confident that the surveillance reduces the risk significantly to us as an airline operating in those countries.
Titus Naikuni, the CEO, however, says Kenya Airways reserves the right to cancel the flights should the situation get out of hand. He spoke as Health Cabinet Secretary James Macharia announced that a team of 2 doctors will be dispatched to Sierra Leone and Liberia tomorrow morning to establish how the screening and surveillance is done in a bid to tap into their expertise.
We don't have Ebola in this country. Even the kind of financial commitments we are putting together is just for contingency purposes. That's why we have put a holding room at Kenyatta. We are putting together isolation ward at Kenyatta. All this is just precaution. But we hope, God forbid, that we shall not get the disease coming here.
Macharia says the government has in the meantime deployed a total of 31 doctors to Jomo Kenyatta International Airport to beef up the ongoing screening of all visitors arriving at the facility. But as Kenya Airways remains defiant, Korean airline announced the suspension of its flights to Kenya beginning August the 20th over the Ebola threats. The airline, in announcing the move, said it has been operating 3 return flights from Incheon, South Korea to the capital, Kenya, for a week, but this will only resume based on a change in conditions. The Ebola virus that was first reported in Guinea on March 24th has so far moved to Liberia, Guinea, Sierra Leone and Nigeria. And as the number of deaths from Ebola virus rises to over 1,000 people in West Africa, Kenya Airways will continue flying to those countries. But the government is assuring Kenyans that all is safe. Reporting for Channel 1 from the JKIA, I'm Ron Cliff Odit.